Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rory with Roar Sports Media, and we're here to talk a little bit about SEC football today. I am joined by my co-host Jordan. Please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, it's Jordan. We're back. We're here to talk about some college football, primarily SEC. I mean, Texas is here. Our teams are
Yeah,
both in the SEC. Finally, like we
it's
don't have
kind of
to wait
crazy.
50 years
That is
for
kind
them
of
to
insane
play.
that when we started this podcast, like we were in different conferences. When are we ever going to play? I know when we played, like it was just a one-off thing, but now like at least every couple of years, Texas and Arkansas are going to see each other, and that's going to be fantastic. We see each other this year.
It's very
That's great. I
exciting.
can't wait.
I know. And
Yeah.
it's going to be awesome. And it's just because there's a lot of excitement around both these teams. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, Arkansas, always a good, dirty football team. And when I say dirty, I don't mean dirty bad way. I mean like they're
Like
grit. They got a
grit,
lot of
real
grit.
gritty,
Grit.
real gritty
They're,
team.
yeah, get
If
in
they
your
if
get under your skin.
if they win it, they win it. They want it through like not because of stars, because like hey, they probably wanted it a little more than you did.
Yes, exactly. And Texas is, I mean, playoff contender. Sarkeesian. You've got Quentin Ewers coming back for his senior year. You've got a really stout offensive line, a stout defense. You got some issues in the running back room, but Texas has a lot to prove, especially it being their first year. And let's just talk about it. There's just a few little rivalries already in the SEC. Arkansas, the history, Alabama. We dusted them last
Yeah,
year. We
yeah,
got Georgia. Georgia hasn't forgotten how we manhandled them. And of course, Oklahoma, of course. And then
always.
the return of A&M in Texas.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
That I
all right,
mean,
let's forget about that. Like, let's just forget about A&M. They might not even be a rivalry anymore.
I
Like,
don't know. I mean, they have
whatever.
just as much money as you, so like we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Texas, that when it comes to having money for college, there just seems to be endless pools of it.
Right. Just what it is.
Um,
That Longhorn money and that oil money, buddy. It's
but
just
yeah,
what it
man,
is.
let's go ahead and get into Texas, Michigan, man. I mean, you are a UT fan.
Right.
Uh, how do you feel about this game?
Man, I don't want to say I'm overconfident, but I have a very good feeling.
Hmm.
It's just Michigan lost 13 players. They lost Hardball. That was their glue. They're rebuilding a program. And as I said, Texas has a lot to prove. College football's better with Texas being good. That's just the truth of the matter. When Texas is good, Texas is right in there in top 5 teams, top 3 right now. They're the third team in the nation. If they are good, more people watch, more people are invested. We're the football state, and we need to win this game. It's just what has to happen. And so Michigan can lose this game. Whoa, Wolverine fans, I know it's shocking, but with everything that happened, Michigan can lose this game because they're rebuilding. They've just got
Yeah,
to lose well.
yeah.
Texas can't lose this game,
I think that's what if you're a Michigan fan, of course you want to win. I think that you
obviously.
have some really good players to do so. I think that the Michigan defensive line is an absolute unit. It's going to be a monster. I do love Texas offensive line, but I think that's if Michigan wants a shot at winning this game, I think that's it because I don't really love anyone on their offense. I mean, Edwards is a good
Right.
player, but without that 1-2 punch with Quorum from last year, like you know, what do they really got? The wide receivers are okay. Their quarterback is, from what I saw, not fantastic,
Not
dude.
great. He did not have a
Um,
good outing first
and
game.
on top of that, like, dude, Texas is returning a lot of starters. Then they got a lot of good players. Isaiah Bond, uh, Quinn Ewers is still here. I mean, Arch Manning's winning the wins. They have 2 quarterbacks to like
Yes.
Michigan's 0 quarterbacks. We can actually pull up right now. Let's actually go ahead and
Let's go.
I'll pull
This
up.
is a cool little feature we've added, y'all.
Uh,
Like, let's go.
let's screen share. So we can actually come over here and we can look at Texas, Michigan, some of the player matchups. So like when we're down here, who do you love? Who do you love for Michigan's offense? Mm,
Morgan,
yeah. but like
As a slot,
he's a slot receiver. But like
tight
look
end,
Warren,
safety blanket.
like he's a senior, and like just what do you know about him? We don't know anything about him. I mean,
Yeah.
me
I mean, they're
personally,
rating him good right now, but I mean, that's off of what? One
me
game?
personally, I would have loved to see a Michigan from last year going against Texas because I mean this year it's just going to be kind of like they're running into a brick wall. Like Texas
Right.
just seems to be their time right now. They're going to be there and they're going to be competing for. I think you guys will be competing for an SEC championship. You'll be up there with the LSU's and the Georgias and the Alabamas and
Right.
Ole Misses. I think that's where your caliber is right now. And I'd say that as an Arkansas fan, because like don't get me wrong, I hate the Longhorns, but like I do respect the game enough to like tell the truth. And like on this Michigan team it's running up into an absolute monster. I mean, let's even look at the offense for the Longhorns. Like Ewers returning, like you said, returning for his senior season. Blue, not a bad back.
Nope.
Play last year. Isaiah Bond, Cook, Niblack. Golden he was a monster for the first game.
Yes,
And
exactly.
on top of that, dude, your offensive line. We talked about this earlier. I love this center, Majors a lot, man.
Oh, he's
Like
going to be a high draft pick, man.
I think that I mean, centers usually it's hard to justify a first round, but I think easily a second or third
Oh,
for a
yeah.
man of his talent. Because I mean, it's hard
It,
to find a good
just
center.
it just depends on how needy it is, because like you said, it's exactly hard to find a center. Like take the game that's going on right now. There are center snaps going on with Jalen Hurts, like center issues between their snaps going on between
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts and the current center. He is missing Kelsey or Kels, however you prefer. They're missing each other, and there are issues. It caused a fumble, and Green Bay got on top of that. So a center is going to be needed, and a good center, one that can read the defense, one that can lead the offensive line, one that can block big guys, big D tackles. And that's what Majors is. And that's where you're going to win. And our left tackle, Banks Juniors. You need a good left tackle. You need a monster.
Yeah, he's really good. I think if Michigan wants a shot at winning this game, it has to be won through their defensive line, which like we were talking about this earlier, absolute freaks. This Graham kid right here, it wouldn't surprise me if he's like a top 13 pick next year. He is an absolute monster. When I was watching, I'm a Bengals fan. We drafted Chris Jenkins off the Michigan line, and when I was trying to watch him, this Graham fella, he just popped off the tape. Like he's just, I couldn't not watch it. Like it was just intense. And honestly, if he's right up on this right guard right here, Majors might have to get his nose dirty right here because he can wreck a game. Like he has that
exactly.
capability.
So you got to beat them with the quick game. Their cornerbacks aren't great. I mean, Johnson is good for sure, but you need to get a quick game. You need to tire that the defensive line out. You just really need to hit them with a lot of plays that constantly get the first down. I know it's basic football. You want to get the first down, but you need to do a lot of plays in between so you get that defensive line tired out, because Michigan doesn't have that depth that Texas does.
This guy's insane, dude.
Right.
Like he's a monster.
I'm not doubting
absolute monster. Yeah. But I mean, if for Michigan to win this game, they're gonna have the only way they're gonna do it is if just their defensive line it's gonna have to take over. They're gonna have to stop the run completely and then keep the quick pass from killing them too much, because I mean also they're just absolute studs when it comes to the wide receivers and Blue, and Ewers is a good quarterback. Do I love him? No. But do I think that he can officially run this offense? Yes. I think that he is a good enough quarterback to take you to a championship game and possibly win it.
Even
If Stetson Bennett
possibly win
can,
it.
if Stetson Bennett can win 2 national titles with Georgia, Ewers can win a national title with Texas, and I'll
Yes.
put my name on that.
No, I agree. Hey, Mac Jones won, y'all.
Yeah, he did.
There you go. Like,
That's all. I think that's all needs to be said. To be honest, like that's kind of, Mag Jones did it. But yeah, so like in terms of
I think this could be a really good game. I like I said, if Texas goes out there, plays their game, doesn't allow that defensive line to go in there, we may even honestly, you could see a smashing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could win by a couple of scores, man. And they have every ability to.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I think that I think it'll be a little bit closer in the beginning, but I think over time Texas is going to come out, and I think they're going to win this game. I think if I'm getting a score prediction, I think I'm going to go with probably Texas 35 and Michigan 21. And that's what I like.
Yeah. I could see that. Especially if that quarterback is better than what we think he is and he just had a rough outing. You know, you could.
I mean, that's what you kind of want to. That's what you kind of want to hope for. If you're
right.
If you're a Michigan fan, you hope that quarterback is better than what he portrayed himself to be in week 1.
I think there's a lot of hope for Michigan.
Yeah,
you got to hope a lot this year.
I just think that like Michigan's okay. Like they're like, we just won a national championship. I think I'm good for the next 10 years.
Right.
At this point, do I think that I would love, if I'm a Michigan fan, would I love them to win again? Sure. Do I think it's going to be overnight with Harbaugh leaving for the NFL, losing all those starters, and then like I just don't think that you can, if I'm a Michigan fan, like expect great things immediately. I think over time, I think Michigan's
still affected by the recruiting issue too.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah,
but yeah, Jordan, what do you have for your score?
Man, honestly, I actually like your score a lot. I think that's very fair. I think it's 35-14. Last minute drive for some respect, get that 21 points, but it's really a 35-14 game. And, the last closing minutes, trying to rush down there, they get that to the 21. But we all know it's 35-14.
I think that's probably pretty accurate for me personally. I think that's where it's going to be. Like I said, if Michigan wants to win, they're going to have to do it through defensive line dominance. And then past that, I just don't see it. And
if they win, it's going to be a low-scoring game. They murdered Quentin Ewers. Arch Manning probably came into the game, and they win by a field goal.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. That's probably how it's going to happen.
Right. That's going to happen.
So I'm just going to go ahead and just for video cutting purposes, I'm just going to do this thumbnail thing, and then we'll go into the next topic.